To expect the unexpected shows a thoroughly modern intellect, said Oscar Wilde. He also said, anyone who lives within their means suffers from a lack of imagination.
Going on an adventure!
I live by that, but I'm trying to be intellectual here. So let's go back to the first quote. There are two reasons I ended up in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean on a bunch of islands that people call the Hawaii of Europe. One was to climb the highest peak of Portugal, Mount Pico, and two, to get home to Canada the cheapest way possible. Was it actually cheaper? Oh, hello. I'll leave that to you to guess, but hey, at least I had some imagination. So, in coming all the way here, I discovered things I never could have imagined. There are 9 islands, and we could say each one has its own identity. Let's see what happened on 2 of them. Faial is where I spent my time either exploring alone or working alone. Many tour companies wouldn't take me just because I was one person, or I just simply couldn't afford it. What is this? Or, the other option, I was just so imaginative that I figured I could just show up and everything would work out. I went exploring with my own 2 feet. Most places I visited, I had all to myself. And, well, some interesting wildlife. Beware of the man-of-war jellyfish. Seriously, these are super venomous, so you should only swim where you know it's safe. And no, I'm not joking. I couldn't go for a swim. Oh, and I also took taxis to get around sometimes. Like to get to this campsite. Just like other islands, some taxi drivers prefer to sleep in and not show up. So if you find a good one, then love them like you love your firstborn child and never let them go. Corda on Faial was like my jumping off point. It's where I would come and go between islands, since the ferries were frequent and it was the most affordable one. Hence, why it's considered the Sailor's Island. After a hell of a long ferry from Faial to Terceira, about 7 hours in an argument with a man who thought I couldn't understand his Portuguese, I arrived to the party and food island. This is where things got even more unexpected. I'm here because I didn't want to wait in the sun because I'm very white, pasty ginger, as you can see.
Now what?
So I decided I'll walk to the closest bus station. There's no timetable, nothing, so I have a feeling it's one of those things that probably doesn't exist anymore. So I called a taxi and he is coming in 10-12 minutes, so yeah. It's just hilarious. I mean, at this point, I can't do anything but laugh. C'est la vie. Made it to Terceira. So we are actually in Angra do Heroísmo, and there is something big that is about to happen. I have mixed feelings about it, and I can't even begin to describe what it's going to be like. It's about to start. The tension and the excitement is palpable in the air, like you can feel it. Maybe it's just me, because I feel a little bit nervous for what I'm about to see. 'Cause 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 ' What you're about to see is called the Tourada Corda, an ancient Azorean tradition that started in the 1600s. I'm a visitor on this island and was told by locals an hour earlier that it's something I should experience. A few facts for you. These men are called pastores, and they lead the bull through the streets by the rope. Each bull has leather on its horns, and the bulls are not killed. This is completely new to me. I had no idea what to expect. And I'm kind of at a loss for words, to be honest. It's just also interesting to see how people react. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm still kind of processing my thoughts and opinions on it, but after about 30 minutes, the bull is brought back to its pen and there's an intermission before a different bull is let out. And each section is marked by flare guns going off. I can definitely tell you that I feel like throwing up right now. I know it's part of their culture, but I also feel very uncomfortable. I guess it's more like just wondering if it harms the bull. It's about to start again. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. But I think it's just not something I want to watch anymore. So I'm gonna try and figure out how to get around it, because it's several streets blocked off. But whew, gets the heart pumping quite a bit. Oh my gosh, especially when it like rammed into the side of the truck. Not expecting that. We are in Praia de Vitória tonight because there is a festival. Surprise, surprise. I was told that each island is a little bit different, and this island in particular is known for its nightlife and for its food. So tonight, hopefully we can experience a bit of both. Alright, so we are here. We're like in the middle of all of the food trucks and like little lojas, tendas, I don't know. And I've got favas escoadas. My first time trying this, so let's have a taste. It's actually really good. I don't even know like what it is. It's got like some onions, some cilantro. It's actually delicious. And I thought they were going to be really hard, but they're actually really soft, really tasty. This is Jonas, and he has his own YouTube channel because he's doing 100 challenges, 100 videos in 4 years, and these are crazy challenges, like we're talking going to space kinds of things, so go check him out. It's a new dawn, a new day, baby. We're in Terceira still. And I'm actually still in Angra do Heroísmo. To be perfectly honest with you, I haven't done much exploring because I'm really like enjoying all of these connections I'm making with these awesome people, and just like, I've been pretty tired actually. I think all these months of traveling have really been catching up to me, and so went to the beach with Jeanette and we had a great time, and I feel refreshed. You never really know what things can happen when you're open to the idea of the unexpected. And to think, it was all just so I could get a cheap flight back to Canada. Oh yeah, and climb Mount Pico. If you're ever questioning if you should do something adventurous that none of your other friends are doing, do it. Oh yeah, and subscribe. See you next time.